Hello everybody and welcome back to Malts and Meeples. I'm Petter and today we have more of Welcome to the Moon to play. Let's dive into our story here. Official statement of the Human Alliance. As the domes were starting to appear on the moon and the general evacuation was finally in progress, our eyes were filled with terror. We saw, in the dark sky of the moon, the Earth being destroyed by an asteroid that seemed to be coming from another world. Hold on. Let me make sure that that's right. We were on 74. Pretty sure I had the right number there. Yes. The prediction of this disaster has now become a horrible reality. Of course, we have saved a great number of human lives and enough genetic material to ensure the future of humankind, but we left so many lives behind. I guess you all have heard the statement of the Human Alliance. We knew what was going to happen. There's no time to despair. We have to work. Then we have to build this little village fast, because it has to be ready, or because it has already been sold off plan, and I don't know where to start. Anyway, we have no choice. Everything must be ready. Let's focus on the essentials so that the city is habitable. Let's focus on the essentials so our city here is habitable. No dome, no oxygen. I know. I don't need the picture. Here are your mission orders. Our mission orders get us 89, 91, and 92. Let me guess. 89, 89, 91, and 92. So, this one has some interesting elements to it. And let's get down to the table. I want to point them out here. So, our goal here is to get the bonus. Let me double check our scoring here. Number the last level at the top of 2 skyscrapers. So here and here. This one is in the plant and water tower. Circle all 3 on 2 different levels. So we have here and here. And this is complete the dome around here. So we're going to shuffle up and let's go. I need to double check one last thing here. This section. Alright. So this is basically, if we don't complete the dome, every incomplete section is multiplied by whatever number is on here. However, we can lower that number by using energy. And if we look over here at our Astra guy, climbing is the best one for him because it's 3, but it's very even across the board, which is actually kind of nice. Wow. That is quite the start there. 9, 9, and 9. Water and energy. We have to start either here or here on any of the towers. The towers go low to high. So with that in mind, and the fact that we only have 9s, I'm going to do this 9 here, and I'll pick my symbol in a second. I think let's do our 9 here. And I want to do the water. So depending on the level you're at, if you do something with the water or leaf symbol, you circle it for the row that you're on. That means that energy goes away. So we have robot. Robots are used to complete around here. We have astronaut. Astronauts are plus or minus. And yeah, let's see what we want here. So I can go 10. Actually, let's do that. 10 with a 2. We're going to get rid of that leaf. Or not a 2, but a robot. So I put my 10 here. And for the robot completing this, the ones with 2 dots, like here, have to be even. The one with 1 have to be odd. Alright, and we have our first one there, our A. That just means we lose one of these top points. Let's get rid of that one. So we have an 11. Okay, we have an 11. We do have a 3. I could put the 3 there. Then we need a 2 and a 1. That's fairly specific. I think actually 11 makes the most sense. I'm going to do this 11, give that one up, and then leaves. So I haven't talked about how we score leaves. So the more you have circled on a row, the higher the point total is. The more of these we cross off, which we can do, the higher those point totals can still become. Alright, it's a bunch of leaves again. We have 8, 5. No, I like the idea of a 5 right there. And I don't need the astronaut symbol. So we're going to do 5 and circle leaves. Now looking at the objectives here, completing 2 of these gets me points. Completing that gets me points. Reaching the top on 2 gets me points. Alright, so we do have a 6. But the thing is I can't, or we do have an 8. I want to do the 6 right there, and I'm going to use energy. So I'm getting rid of a robot there, which isn't ideal, but let's see. I'm feeling good about, not about this one. So I just cross off that whole section. Now everything is worth more points. 1, 2, 3. We have a 7 and water, or we have 12 and water. I want to do the 12 and a water. Get rid of that 6 because now we've completed the top half here. I can circle that and I can circle that. So since I reached the top before it was crossed off, or before anybody from Astra, or before somebody else in a multiplayer game reaches there, I was able to make that work. Oh, interesting. Fortunately, our robot that I'd like to use is on an even number, so can't use him. We're going to do our 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. Guess we gotta, we'll circle a leaf there. Feel like we're making decent progress. Obviously, the big thing we're doing is we're circling our numbers in here. 6, 8. So if we do 8, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got a little wiggle room there. Let's do 8 and an energy. We're going to get rid of one of these planning. Remember, those are the ones that cost us the least. So if I do my 8 there and an energy, you know what, let's start increasing our point totals for completing these. So these don't actually have numbers on them, as you can see. Instead, if we get the star symbol, whatever the star symbols are worth at the end of the game is what we get to use. Okay, we have a 3. I like the 3 to go right there, I think. Then either a leaf or a water. Let's do the leaf and get rid of that water, just because that water, there's less water available to us, so, or that we need to get. So starting to find our points, I think. 10, if I do 10, or I could do a 7 actually. Let's get rid of the energy. Let's do a 7 and a water. So now we just need to get a leaf filled in. I haven't got a leaf, but 4. That'd be a bad plan to put a 4 there. I do want to use the 6 so I can use the 9. Get another one filled in. Got a 12, 4. 4 can go right there. And then we have a 14, or we have, I'm going to do the 14, get rid of the 12 and the leaf there. Because I want to complete this if I can. That one, so it's one of our goals, but also the story progresses differently based off of us completing that one. So we have a 6 and an 11, and a 15. So 11 actually can go right there. 11, then we use the 15, stick the 6 over there. All right, so far, so good. Oh, one too many, but we'll need it. Where you lose B, let's get rid of this one. We haven't done much on that tower thus far. We have a 12, a 2, and a 4. So I could do the 2 down there. Let's actually do a leaf down there. Don't think we're going to get the bonus here. But we do have, should remember, we do have 2 of those circled, and we get a leaf there. 1, 2, 3. So we have robot, astronaut, leaf. We have a 7, a 5, and a 4. 5 and a 4 aren't great for me, so I'm going to have to use the 7, which I could turn into an 8 if I wanted, or a 9. I could do a 9 there, or there. That would work. Or I could do this. I'm going to do that. I'm really ignoring these astronauts. I sometimes regret that. Yeah, the 7. The big thing is, like I said, I'm really trying to close off this dome. I have 3 sections left. I think I'm in a good spot for that. I just want to make sure that I can do it before they flip it. So we have water. So we have a 13, an 11, and a 13. I think we're going 13 here. So if we do 13 with an 11, that's an odd. So instead, I'm going to do this, and we'll demonstrate how this works now. And actually, I'm going to spend one of these to pull back this. I'm going to have to split one of these in two. I still need, so now I have 4 segments to complete in there, but I'm able to do 13 there. And let's do, I don't want to X that off since that one's close to completion. Let's X that one out. That's basically my way to get free spots filled in. However, it comes at a cost of making it trickier to complete up above. All right, we have a 1, a 3, and a 10. 10 is good. 10 is good. We're going to use the 1 for energy. Send that away. Let's do our 10 right here. And with an energy, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. So we have energy, planning, and robot. 12 could go there. It's not the end of the world. 1 could go down here. Also not bad. 15 could just go right here. Because this one is number the last level in 2 skyscrapers. Maybe we do that. And I have an odd number, which means it would be best for me to use this one. But I don't want to split more. We're down to 3. We got 4. We got 5 to complete that. Which means I maybe don't want to do this one. I maybe want to do the 12 here. And then 12 and the robot. We're getting rid of a 15. We're not going to get rid of a 15. That's useful. So 12 goes there. We use the robot, complete that section. I could have completed one of these 2 this half section, but I wanted access to that odd number. Then 3 more. 7, 7, 8. Oof. That's a rough pull. I'm going to be getting rid of one of these for sure. If I do an 8 there, let's get rid of that. We've completed our first row of 3. Remember, we need to get 2. All right, so we have C. We're nowhere near that one. Let's put that aside and then draw our 3. 11, 5, 5. So 5 is pretty solid to do down there. 5, we can do it. I'll flip that. That gets me that completed. Now, robots, I just have to worry about 2 even numbers there. The final ones, we have a 10, an 8, and a 13. So I'm not going to complete one of them right now. Can change this into a 9 with that. Or I could just do the 13 right there. I'm going to do 13 and robot because this 8's not super useful for me anyways. So 13. No, that's why I wasn't going to do it, because I don't have an odd spot to complete. So I still don't mind the 13. I'm going to pull this back, remember the number. 8 is a very dead number to me. So I could do 10. We're going to do 10 with this. Cross off our first one over there, because I'm going to change this then into a 9. So we're through once here. Feeling not great, I won't lie. I was hoping to have one of these completed. And like right now, I actually have to start figuring out where I can even complete another one with 3. It's right here or down here for that. So I need more low numbers. I really went high number to start. I can complete that one pretty easily. Just a couple away on one away on the other one. And it doesn't care if you're first place for that one. Alright, 13, 14, and 7. I mean, 14, and then doesn't really matter which one we do, because they're the same, and I won't see them again. So 14, grab that, flip this over, we've accomplished it. I get a circle that I got the star. So that's a 12 point. That's 12 points right there. That's pretty solid for me. And I completed, got to the top of another one. So we circle. Here we go. We have a 13, a 5, and a 9. I mean, 13, can't use the robot, so we'll send that away. Though I will just use this automatically, because if the things are the same value. So 13. I think I'm going to finish that. I'm going off of that. So I want to knock some of those out, I think. All right, got a robot here. We got a 4 and a robot. I'm getting rid of that water. So now I'm down to that bottom one, but I'm looking for the outcome where I have that completed to get that bonus. 2 and a leaf works. Ooh, I can do the 2 and a leaf right there if I want. That gets me some more points, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't allow me to finish that off. But I'm not going to kind of throw it away here. So we're going to ignore this. I mean, we're going to go with this one. We're going to actually put it over here, because then I'm 1 shy. I just need to go down on that side. Okay, we got a 10 and a robot. Perfect. Then I'm not spending that. That covers that up perfectly. So 10 and a robot. I have completed number 3. Need energy to make that be worth more now. I need low numbers too. All right, I have a 3 and I have a 2. So I could do 3 and a leaf, or 3. I have a 15, but neither of these are good for capping something off. So I want to do, what do I want to do? 2 there, 2 with water, or 2 with energy. I think I'm going to do the 2 with energy. Gain that, and I'm going to cross off another one there. Because even if I can't, A's already flipped, I have to cross off another one of these. We'll do that one. 14, nope, an 11. 11's good. Can do 11. Actually, can use this 12 because it doesn't hurt me at all, since I can't split any of those. because I can use now my 11 here. I put the X there. I grab 20 points. So right now, I'm sitting relatively pretty when it comes to like the towers. Though I expect that may change soon. Okay, I have a 1. 1's good, but not with a robot. I mean, yeah, I'm going to do the 1. Doesn't really matter which one I do here. Wait, I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these circled. It's down by 2. We'll not put that one there, and we'll put the 1 there. Oh, I am wrong. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't get 1 unless I circle the higher of the 2 numbers. 7. 7's good. And then it's a leaf either way. So 7 and a leaf. I hope there's C. We cross off. Is there a remaining? There's not a remaining 1. 12. Okay, I have a 12. And then it doesn't matter which one I do, because that has to go up there. 3 more. 6. 6 works well. I put the 6 there with an energy. Let's cross that off. Go as high as I can there. I'm very confident I'm going to get the second place on that. I have a 14 and a 1 and a 5. 5 for sure. Oh, I need a water though. I need a water to complete that, to be able to get that. Odds of me doing that are super low. Or I could do this. Hold on. I could do the 14 with an energy. And with that energy, let's bump this up 1 more. Actually did less over there than I thought because I was so focused on getting that done. 7, 8, 11. I have to give 1 away there. Cross that off. This is where I was slightly worried I'd end up. Throwing away points because I can't play anything. And I feel like I'm 1 card short of where I should be. We will flip B at this point. Maybe it was because of how I saved a card at some point in time. Kind of came crashing down to the end there. But let's look at the point total, because I have 36 over here. Then I have 1, 2. 2 times 3, 6 points there. 1, 2, 3. 3 times 8, 24. Did pretty well there. And an additional 18. On this one here, I didn't make it to the bottom. So I have 3. And then Tower 2, though, I had 20 and 10. And then 12 and 6. And 10. And 7. So 33, 40, 50, 68. All right, so now at the end of the game, if the number of your crossed off astronauts is higher than or equal to the number of astronaut cards given to Astra. It's not. I have less. You're in the lead. Otherwise, you are second and you earn the corresponding points. So I earned 2 points. -0 there and -15 there. This is going to be a little bit of math now. 70, 55, 55, 85, 91, 91. That was, should be 21, by the way, and 12. So 112, 124, 130 for my total. Now, see what we did here. We are losing 20 points thus far, and do my normal sort by type, though I'm just going to sort into 2 piles this time because the math is pretty simple. This whole stack is times 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So 28. 108. 128. We're going to lose because we have an additional 15 points. Yes, 15 points. So 128 plus 15. Now, that doesn't mean we redo this level. And that's one nice thing about this game is, let me pop up here again, is as you go, you hop over and you still advance. Captain Takai, the last building is complete. Great. The capital city is ready. Look around. All these people under our dome. You have done quite a feat. We are now at the beginning of a new human era. Humankind has saved. Assign stars. And we came in second. So we got 2 stars. And I want to jot down the number here. 47. So you still advance. I love the fact that you still advance. This isn't a campaign where if you fail, well, tough, you have to redo everything. But let's go back down to the table as I prep and do setup for the next stream. Next stream will be on Monday for Welcome to the Moon. We do have our Friday stream of Baldur's Gate 3, but as I set this up, instead of flipping this up to side 6, that side doesn't actually correspond with the level you're at. It corresponds with your winning and losing. So because we lost, Astra bumps down to level 4 again. This, however, does flip over to level 6, and let's look and see what the map for level 6 looks like. Honestly, there's elements of this that look like a Duke Nukem level to me. Classic. And then it looks like as we research, maybe get these different pathogen things under control, we gain our bonuses. And so I'm guessing that each one of these is a separate thing you have to fill out. This is where we spend our energy. That's where we get our water in. Our leaves. I wonder if Those are by section. And it looks like we're escaping there. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to have to obviously look into this like I always do. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you had fun with this. I had a grand old time. I'm loving this game. If you enjoy this content, please give the video a thumbs up. Drop a comment in the comment section below. And check out the other videos on the channel. Subscribing, clicking that notification bell is the best way to know when new content is coming out. And if you want to check me out in other spots around the internet, you can head over to nerdologists.com. The link for that should be down in the description below. As well as then I have a podcast around Marvel movies, comics, TV shows, stuff like that you can find here on YouTube by searching for 10 Min Marvel or 10 Minute Marvel, or you can search for that wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But with that, we'll see you next time. Bottoms up.